Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. This is how the fries are supposed to be. You bite the fry, the fuck it, we're keeping that in. The fry bites back, my man. So, we're gonna be doing the Binding of Baal. Oh god, I hate this Uber quest. It's awful. I hope I have enough shit to do this. This is a really difficult Uber quest to me. You can also see some people call it Tal Rasha, because that's the boss you're fighting. In 2.10, this is a different quest. It was very different the last time I played. You could summon him in the Valley of Snakes, and you summoned him in a corner, and you killed him in like 1 second. It was really lame. Now it's a fucking 4-phase boss fight. So let's go ahead and read it. This is the last one. The Binding of Baal, level 110, 20-second lockdown, so you gotta do this just right. Act 2, Tal Rasha's Tomb, kill Zoltan Kuhl to open a portal to the old Canyon of the Magi. Tal Rasha was one of the most powerful Haradric mages that ever lived, and was by every right the leader of the Brotherhood of the Haradrim. Together with the other members of the Haradrim Order, which is Haradric, sorry, he was tasked by the Archangel Tyrael with the hunt and capture of the Prime Evils. Actually, all of them were, but whatever. He met his end after a furious battle against Baal, Lord of the Destruction, ultimately sacrificing himself to become the sealing vessel in which the Prime Evil would have been imprisoned. We've seen this before. We know what this is. We played the game. Okay. So we kill him and we get Scroll of Kings, which is 10% to spell damage and 20% to all ats. So this is a really important quest for casters, and the attributes are just the icing on the cake, right? I don't like this quest. I wholeheartedly admit it. It's probably a skill issue because it's completely changed from the cheese tactic that I'm used to doing. So don't fucking be that guy, okay? So we gotta go kill Zoltan Kuhl because he thinks he's so cool. This is a very challenging Uber quest for a lot of reasons. It's multi-phased, it's long, it has a really short level lockout. It's annoying to get back to. I don't like doing it. It's very easy to die. My caster was absolutely mopped when she went through this. Like, I didn't do this until like level 120. I was so fucking against it. So, it's kind of pointless, but we'll grab that. I'm just gonna say... Alright, before we get into it... So, there's 4 phases and they have different elemental parts to it. This is a completely off-the-wall, batshit, random difficulty spike in the quest order, in my opinion. But it's worth it. So the ultimate thing that's going to happen is Tal Rasha is going to this similar mechanics, of course, to the original quest, but it's substantially harder. He spawns in dudes, and we got to kill the dudes to lower his immunity shield. And if he's too close to the guys, they'll keep doing it. And over time, he starts doing different types of damage and attacks. It's very, very, very easy to get killed here. I don't want to fuck this up. I'm going to be quiet. Alright, I don't want to see you. So kill these guys first. They're the priority. That's good. Yeah, they're close to him. You can see when it says immune to all damage on the health bar. That's how you know they're actually close to him. Tal Rasha does a shitload of lightning damage, and these guys deal pretty nasty shit too. So, oh, I gotta back up. He won't summon more sparks until the next phase. I also like how we're destroying Tal Rasha's subconscious. You used to be actually playing as Baal. That's why you see that little... Oh, kill him fast. Fuck. Don't summon. No, get away. Let him be. Let that man be. But yeah, I used to play as Baal for this. It was a lot like when you're playing as Diablo, and it's really awkward. Damn it. Nope, nope, nope. Don't go through the portal and end the quest like an idiot, too. Let's get some poison on him. Okay, that's phase 3. This is the poison phase, if I remember correctly. Oh shit, this is where it gets hard. Scorn is really annoying because it's basically just damage. It's like AoE damage. And it does lightning, by the way. There is Scorn in the fight. I just haven't explained it yet, but you actually... fucking hell. You actually take damage over time. Wow, I lamed him out. Cool. Oh shit, I gotta grab that without getting killed. Yeet! I made that look really easy. Holy shit. 10 to spell damage, 20 to all ats. This is way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Normally this... Maybe I just sucked when I did it last time. I don't know. I can do him really quickly on a maximized character, but we'll do it again. I don't see why not. So yeah, he just kicked my sorceress's ass. Sorry, not sorceress, but my my Bloodzon's ass. It was ridiculous. Like he fucking murdered her. Like every time. I had so much difficulty with this fight. Because obviously you don't have... So Bloodzon doesn't have range. I think that's the best way to put it. It's like shotgun range, and then anything else is really bad. And spellcasters in this game, and the whole series, I should say, really benefit from the ability that they can cast from a distance, and I actually lack that ability. Zoltan Cool is in Diablo 3. He thinks he's so cool. He's Zoltan Cool, yo. Because he's cool. Was he the Act 3 boss? Or Act 2 sub? Oh, I can't fucking think about it. I need to kill these guys. That's Scorn, by the way. Alright, let's not get too cocky. I made that look really easy because I got really lucky too in a few spots. The Spark phase is probably the hardest in my opinion because it can fuck up a lot of stuff. And he teleports as well, so you can't keep him in one spot. But yeah, technically in lore, you're supposed to be Baal corrupting Tal Rasha over like different aspects of him. As I mean, if you play Diablo 2, you should obviously know the story, right? Oh shit. They also do a lot of cold damage. The sparks do. You don't want to get close to them. Or you don't want to let them... Oh, I might die here. Shit. They deal really high damage. They also cast Holy Bolt. That's what that green shit was. And you need to run away from their... This is the hardest phase. It really is. I think this is what sucks the most. And it's... Because this is what happens to me every time. I got really lucky on that last one. Because he gets so many, and it becomes a pain in the ass. Because there's so fucking many of them. I gotta pay attention. I can't just get ballsy. Oh, fuck. Told you I got really lucky. My nose is itchy, hang on. I can see that there's a trap right underneath me, too. Okay, that was close. Let's just try to lure him out of the way. Because he might teleport near me and I get lucky. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. That's why I said this is the hardest part of the fight. Because I fucked around too long and he basically got too many dudes. Too many dudes ain't fun. And that's why I said I got really lucky the first time. We'll do it again. I don't see why not. I'm only going to do this quest one more time because it's extremely time consuming and I don't like it. Seth doesn't like it because it's hard. Just kidding, we'll do it 5 times. Why not? I don't want to, but I will. Because I don't think it's a particularly challenging quest. It's the fact that, like, that second phase just can absolutely fucking... There's a few bosses like this like Zazix is a good example. Zazix is a very hard tier boss. He has a very similar mechanic in that he summons in dudes as you keep fighting, but he doesn't have an immunity field. The enemies are totally immune that he keeps spawning in, so it becomes this attrition of killing him as fast as possible. So, we'll try that again. I probably could do better with better gear, but I wanted to see if I could pull it off without it. It's that fucking AoE attack they do. That's what... If there's any attack that causes the most damage, it's that. That's why the sparks are so dangerous. I can't keep on his ass. Alright. Just gonna burst down. Do it, do it, do it. No! It's too bad. Fuck. Shit. Oh shit, that's a bad spot to stand in. Need more health. I hate doing this because he might actually spawn more bastards in. He's also weirdly hard to target. I'm not trying to make excuses. I think that's just the way his sprite looks. It's got a weird hitbox. Or sorry, bounding box. Oh, fuck. They can nuke me with one hit, by the way, if I'm not careful. And I'm killing him too, because if I kill his phase, they're still going to be in the arena. This is the hardest part of the fight. It really doesn't get any more difficult than this part. Damn it. Thank God he can't heal. If he could heal, this fight would be horseshit. I love how they turned one of the easiest to cheese Ubers into one of the hardest early game ones. I've always found that really funny. I think that was the intention, though. God damn it. If you can get past this phase, it's fine. It's really not that bad. I just don't have a way to deal with him from a distance. I'm telling you, I got lucky on that first one, and I wasn't joking, was I? The only thing that would make this easier is just dealing basically obscene amounts of damage really quickly, which you wouldn't really have access to at this point in the game. I mean, you could, but it's gonna take some very specific cheese shit to do it. Me doing this with basically average for this point in the game gear is... It's fine. Ooh, a wand. That's gonna be the Necro wand. I know that because it's like a +5 fucking skill bonus. It's massive. It's for casters. I think it's the Malice caster set, I'm pretty sure. Before I forget. Yeah, see? Told you. That's +3, whatever. It's still pretty high. Oh, I can still do it! I can still get in there! Oh, that's fucking awesome. I don't care if I die doing it. Oh, that's awesome. You could be like, that's super cheesy, Seth. I didn't say it mattered if I did it honorably or not. Yeah, his poison is no fucking joke, by the way. It's brutal in this phase. It's like a minute long. Yeah, I was gonna say, and probably anything after that will kill me. So that's fine. You really thought, oh wow, that was really easy. This is why I said you want to show people this isn't as easy as it looks every time you do it. I probably got really lucky with the shrines outside too. That probably had a big part of it. Oh hell, like if you didn't run. By the way, I haven't uploaded a single video of this yet, and if anyone's still saying, but you should really run, or you really should run less, it does 0 on your defense when you run. Situations like that, you can't not run. You'll get killed. You can do this, but it's on a skill timer. Guess what's not on skill timer? Running. So, shut the fuck up about it if you're still mad about it. I'm sorry for being such a turbo virgin about it. Okay. I told you I'd get lucky at least, and this would be one of the harder Ubers. This is probably the hardest early game Uber. Obviously with... oh, Jesus. It's because those guys can do that lightning nova. It's fucking awful. That's what makes it hard. I wish I could say, oh, it's because Tal Rasha is actually really hard. No. It's just that. That attack right there is what makes this really hard. Alright. I'm not getting killed by that. Nope, back up. Back up. Back the fuck up. Okay. See, this is what causes it to be bad. The more you take time on it, the harder it gets. Because he's already got like 5 of these assholes out here. It's like, yeah, I can life leech on him, but that doesn't matter when he can still keep summoning like 100 of them. They also have that lightning attack too, I forgot to mention. Everything about this is not easy. So if you thought, oh, fucking Ubers don't look that bad, this is where it starts to get introducing concepts like this. Oh, fuck, that was... I could have died right there. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's fine. But you see what I mean? They can all just do that at once and you just drop dead. This was the one that broke me the first time on my caster. It was bad. It's hot. It's wet. It's bad. Don't lower my resistances. If you don't run, you don't die. You know, actually, why don't I just go get my fucking follower for this? It'd be a lot easier. Instead of making this arbitrarily difficult for no reason, why don't I just do the smart thing? By the way, I didn't even have a follower on my other character until like level 130. So, don't judge me. Don't fudge me. It's probably actually going to be worse, because then I won't be able to pay attention as well, because I'll be dealing with the shit on screen on top of what she's doing. It's fine. I told you, though, I struggle with this Uber. It's not a lie. Oh, she's already gone. Well, that didn't last. Motherfucker. What? Oh. Yeah, nice hair, nerd. Nice fucking anime hair. I'm gonna lure you guys over here and not drop dead in the process. See, if I was a summoner, this would be way easier, because I could just summon and distract him. And that's a little cheesy, but that's just the way it works. Oh, fuck me. I've never been a fan of the AoE spells that enemies can cast in this, because they are genuinely horseshit. They cause random problems like this. You could be playing on your A game and get sniped by that Baal and then an AoE at the same time. That's why I don't like it. I don't really know how that killed me, but okay. You could be like, Seth, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm doing it again. That's how I'm doing it wrong. This is intentionally made to be very difficult. So don't be like, maybe you should rebuild your character. What would that do? I wouldn't do anything. We're only doing it once. I'm not doing it 5 times, telling you that right now. This is harder than Baal at this point. I'm not kidding. I think Baal is actually easier than this. This is the hardest Uber in the game. And I'm not even exaggerating. I think this is one of the hardest Ubers in the whole fucking game. And it's only because you do it so early. It's like, yeah, I could do it later, and I've already got the charm. It doesn't matter. What's the fun in showing that one successful attempt when you can't even tell how hard this actually is? You know what I mean? Alright. Zoltan cool, you're not very cool. Stop being fucking a bitch. Stop being a pussy bitch, Zoltan cool. Yeah, that's right, you're a pussy bitch. Not a pussy bitch, a pussy bitch. I don't even want a single fucking one of these guys alive. More damage would actually be better for this, though. I can't see if there's a thing underneath him. Yep, now it's bad. Now it's in the bad part. Nope, can't do that. I'm not allowed over there. I'm not allowed in there. I just have to sneeze on him and he's dead, by the way. Oh no, Jesus. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I was like, that's where it fucks up. I felt that, like, the second it happened. I was like, yep, I'm dead. This is why this quest is so fucking hard. It's like, people can be like, this isn't that bad. Yeah, when you have, like, max gear, it's not even something to fucking look at. But when you're starting your character, you eventually gotta do this. Well, you don't actually have to. That's the thing. You don't need to... At the end of the day, you don't need to do any of this. It's just optional content that you decide to engage in. But it's like... You can't even really get angry at it because it's not made by a professional development team. Like... This would be something you fight at the end of a game. Not like in the beginning of the easy chunk of the game, as it calls itself. Right? But nothing ever gets this fucking nuts. I'm kind of happy it doesn't, but it's like, good God. I don't know why they... I think it's because they knew people cheesed him so much in the original patches. They're like, those guys fucking played it wrong. Let's punish the shit out of them, and they deserve it. Because Scroll of Kings is a really good charm. It's really good for casters. Like, it... The fuck? I think he cast right when I did that. That's fine. See what I mean, though? You can't ever rely on that timer as like a metric of, oh, I'm just gonna keep... it's 30 seconds, it's not that long, and then you realize that 5 seconds in the trip back is what eats up your time. Not that it matters, but it doesn't matter in the face of the whole overall fight. Alright, this is where I gotta do the... Oh, damn it, he's gonna summon too. Watch. Yep. Oh, fun's over. This guy's here. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I can't do that. We gotta get rid of these guys. They need to go before he dies, because otherwise it just becomes way too much of a clusterfuck. I'm standing that. Oh. Well, okay then. So that's the only times I'm gonna do that. There's a reason I did this quest last. Because it's super fucking bullshit. It's fun though. I actually appreciate it. But that's like the hardest the game gets in this point. And I love how it never gets that fucking hard. At least for quite a while. I couldn't tell you how long it takes. I really didn't struggle very much with the very hard tier for some strange reason. I couldn't tell you why, but it's pretty fun when, like, there's one thing that you plan for. Foston's Visage. That's nice. There's that one thing you plan for, and this is what I did. So when everyone's like, oh, you're really blasting through, it really isn't that hard. And then you saw how fucking much of a wall Tal Rasha can be. And that's just me doing it twice successfully. But if you can do Tal Rasha, you can do any Uber in the game. It's... I wouldn't call it a wall, but it's pretty close to what I would call a wall quest. Like, there's always that one thing in a game, right? That, you know, you prepare for because you know it's difficult. Tal Rasha is like that for me. You need lightning res, you need poison, you need fucking everything to do that quest. That is like, without a doubt, that's probably the hardest. I would still say that's in the leagues of like, look at it this way, if it wasn't tiered at easy, that would certainly, if you tiered the damage up just a like quarter bit more on everything, that would still fall in the category of a very hard or hard Uber in my mind. But I'll show you what it's like when you have normal gear afterwards. It's really not that bad. No, we don't want to go there. Oh, I don't remember where it's at here. Oh, I gotta fucking summon. The summoning life guys, am I right? Okay. I don't remember where it's at, but I'll show you what it's like on a... Even on an an endgame character, it's still pretty, like, tricky. It's not like easy mode. You can't just walk up to him at that point still because he has so many phases. You have to prepare for all of it. And I think that's kind of why I enjoy it as a quest, because there's always got to be that one thing, alright? If there's not that one thing, the game's not built right. Stick it back in the oven, it's not done. Like, telling you, man, you just gotta fucking do it. That's a dead end! This is harder than the actual fight, probably, if I'm honest. But obviously this character excels at these kinds of things, and I think intrinsically Tal Rasha is, like, not immune, but he's definitely, like, resistant to magic. He is a mage, so it makes sense, you know? But I mean, and if you think about it in lore, he lasted, like, fucking ages against Baal. You know, like, with the soulstone thing in him. So it's like, okay, he really was kind of a big deal. He was, like, the head, basically, of the order. You know? It's like, okay. And he was, like, willing to do it and be like, oh, I can contain Baal, it's fine. You know, he knew it was probably not a good idea. So it makes sense that you give, like, a character that in lore is pretty much just like, where the fuck is the exit? This is getting annoying. This is why map hack doesn't always help you as much as you think it would. But yeah, it checks out. I mean, it's like if Diablo was easy, wouldn't that kind of defeat the point of him being like, you know, the name of the series, right? So I'll do it here, just so you guys see what it's like. Lost my vengeance. See, I still take quite a bit of damage, and I have fairly high stats, but I can also cheese him a lot easier, see? I can target him from a distance, and he just drops dead. Like, yeah, of course, it's super easy when you have, like, look, like 20k to 7k damage a second and a third. It's like, yeah, of course it's not hard, but that's my point. It's one of those things where I've prepared this whole time to do this, and I knew that wasn't going to be easy. But even on the second, you know, the second official kill, it was still, like, at least a fun challenge. I enjoyed. It makes you tense. It makes you go, ugh, I just want to get out of this place. So, I like it. I still think it's a good quest. I don't think it's bad. I think the only thing that makes it annoying is the fact that the sparks have that Nova shit. That's annoying. That's the only thing that actually makes it hard, in my opinion. Because if they didn't have that, they couldn't lame you out in weird ways. Like, you can't just walk forward and then just get blasted by it. Because there's a lot of... At this point in the game, you might actually be struggling with Jitten. So, like, you might not have this spell. You might have, like, you know, some sort of movement option. But even with movement options, it's still difficult. It's a very... It's like I said, if you can do that, you can do any Uber in the game. Because that's as hard as it gets for a long fucking time. So, and if you're a caster, it's a very well-earned reward. Not so much for, like, me, but, you know, the all-ats is nice. Because, look, we're already at, like, 900 strength. So, good scaling and shit. You know, we're pushing higher to that 10k goal. This character needs at least 10k life by the end. Otherwise, it's just... You might want to respec or change some gear around, get some good shit at the end. When you're in, like, the very hard Ubers, you need over 10k health. It's very much a requirement. But either way, that's how you do Tal Rasha. I'm glad it was super easy the first fight, and then you got to experience what it's like for realsies afterwards. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see ya in the next one.